What's up, Suki?
What's up, Bullet? Move, bitch! My girl, let's do this! Hi-ya, Ethan!
All right, you guys, we're here in Edmonton at Proform Auto. We got introduced by Jorge, these guys over at Proform Auto here in Edmonton. Jorge is on his way, bringing a trailer to come pick up Suki's car for the first time. He's gonna check it out for the first time. But in the meantime, we're gonna get kind of an inside look into the world of wrapping, paint protection, complete custom vinyl, because these guys behind that closed door right there have done a countless amount of Fast and Furious cars. So let's go inside and see what we can find. And they do have actually kind of templates as well that they've already created everything for a lot of these cars. So if you want to make your own, I think these guys might be the ones to contact. Let's go inside. These are some replica graphics for the GTR 34 from Too Fast, Too Furious. This is just getting shipped out to a customer in the States. He made an order. He changed it a little bit, got rid of the fade and stuff, just wanted solid blue. So these are the stripes that go on each side of the car. They still have yet to be cut out. And then we got the stripes and all the logos and graphics and stuff on that sheet there. I take care of all the production, dealing with all the customer to make sure the design is what they want and need. Sometimes booking installs or going outsourcing, doing installs out of the shop and whatnot.
I don't know, I think I just fix everything.
He kind of does a little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah, jack of all trades, universal soldier.
Yeah.
I keep these guys in line.
Yeah.
I answer a lot of phones. I do the billing, a lot of customer relations. I answer all the emails and coordinate.
Admin and business development.
Coordinate.
Yeah.
Tie all the lines of communication together.
Oh yeah, we leave lots of loose ends.
And then of course we have Emily down below who does a lot of the installs,
yeah.
Basically all of them.
I think a lot of what we do, like our passion boils down to the cars that Jorge brings is really what is kind of the bonus for all the other things that we do. A lot of the stuff that we do is, it keeps the lights on, it keeps our paychecks going, but this is kind of the passion, is the fun cars, the Fast and Furious collection, the custom stuff, yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of art with this, and car people are full of passion, so it's exciting to be part of that process.
He basically says, I have this car, here you go. And that's about it. We look into it. He finds parts for us if we need to. He'll send pictures every so often just of clips from movies or whatever, but for the most part we just research it to death and then do what we can, and he just checks in periodically until it's done.
So we pay ourselves to watch movies.
Yeah.
We
did buy us
he did
buy us a TV so we could watch the movies.
Wind it back, and
Yeah.
then we make sure that we get it just right.
Yeah.
Damn, Suki. When you gonna pop my clutch, huh?
As soon as you get the right set of tools.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I watched probably 3 of the movies until we started doing research, and like Matt was saying, Jorge provided us with a TV because we told them that we had to do some art research and development, and that we needed basically a decent sized television to properly, do the research. And so the next day he shows up with a TV. I guess he wanted his cars done right.
Watch out. Maybe I will.
Yeah.
So from like start to finish, how long do you think you've spent on the S2000?
Oh God.
I would guess that we probably have 100 to 150 hours into that car.
Yeah, everything from stripping the old wrap off, the amount of body work that went into it, refiberglassing, sanding, upholstery, getting custom parts made for it, machining parts for it, wrapping it a couple times just to make sure it's all right, getting the colors right, getting the pink dead on. Basically everything's broken into panels, like side, front, back, or whatever. Once the design is done, it goes from the computer to the printer here. Just basically feeds out, prints it all on the ink. It would be run on our IJ180 film, just a white film for that one. That's a 3M product that we trust and use quite regularly. Once that's done, and basically no dry time, we take it over to the laminator. It says the right lam on it. It's a 8518 lam. Basically run through that, puts the gloss protective coating on it, which makes it UV, waterproof, everything protected. After that, whatever needs to be cut goes into the plotter. It cuts out any of the logos or any of the shapes that needs to be cut out. Bring it back to the table, pull off all the excess, pre-mask what we need to, and then bring it down to the car.
It's a lot that goes on in this small space.
Yeah.
We're bursting at the seams right now.
Yeah. If I could fit more up here, I would.
Yeah.
This is decals in the front. If you look up pictures of the car now, just like where it is, none of those are on there. It's just empty in the front. All the design is there, but not a lot of these logos are not on there. But if you look at the movie clips, that's when you start, like when she's leaning against it, all the underglow right before the big race and stuff, that's when you just get glimpses of those all on there. So that's what I had to research and watch the movies to really find. A lot of the time too, especially with all the airbrushing look and stuff, all the cars that they used for the movies were all done by hand. They were hand airbrushed by one guy. So not one car is the same. They're all slightly different. So every time we looked up a picture of a car, the lines were in a different way, right? So it's so hard to replicate when all of them are different. So
one and go with
you kind of get, yeah. So for the design wise, like there is the one that's in the museum they have there. That's what we went for the airbrushing to follow. And then basically a lot of the stunt cars is what I could see for the graphics. So kind of went with that just to get the decal placement right. So that's basically what we went. I know he still has the only thing that's not right is the rims, but they're pretty close. He has the other rims ready for it, I believe, so.
What's going on, Suki?
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
What's this? What's the latest?
It's a work in progress. It's not finished yet.
That's some artistic shit.
You can find the name of it, but when it comes matching paint to print, it's nice to actually have a sample. So it was basically a matter of just finding what looks best, because we don't have anything that we could actually have in our hands to match. If you look at the real car now, the pink is so faded, it does not look like a nice bright pink like it does in the movie. So that's why we kind of went in, again, back into the movie. But if you see pictures of the movie, the car at night compared to the day, it's two completely different pinks. So we just we found one that looked really nice. When people see it, they won't question it. They won't even think, they just automatically know, right? So that's kind of the pink we went with.
It would have been the front bumper, just because there's so much shape, so much deep areas that we had to go into, and just getting the graphics to line up in the vents properly, because it's all one piece on the bumper. We wrapped this bumper, I think, three times. We ran a couple test prints just on the side section, so probably we've wrapped this
3 times. I'd say,
three and 2.5 times.
Yeah, just to make sure everything lines up like right in the vents and the dots fall in certain places, and with all doing it in one piece, so you don't have cuts and seams everywhere, right? So.
Well, Matt does print on flat surface. He'll print a flat piece of vinyl, but then he's putting it on a 3D surface.
Yeah.
So he's got to get all that right. So that it looks like everything is lined up the way that it's supposed to be. So he's a math genius too, because he's got to get everything just right, because he's printing on something flat and putting it on something that is not, and getting it to look just right.
Now, have any of you driven the car around Edmonton? And if you have, are you embarrassed? Have you had anybody come up to you or comment on it?
Like, lives under a blanket.
I definitely wouldn't be embarrassed. Not in that. If it was just solid pink, maybe, but it's too.
Is Jorge gonna see this?
Yeah.
I took it around the block once. It's pretty awesome little car. I mean, if you look at the truck that I drive, it looks like it's a rainbow of color. I love how this car pops, and people just smile and wave and they point when you drive it. Even driving the Lightning, like people driving down the white mud in town here, like guys, 20s, 30s, will roll down the window driving next to us and wave and give you the thumbs up, and then they're holding the camera videoing you and calling out, different lines from the movie as they pertain to the trucks.
Yeah.
I think the biggest challenge with this car was prepping it for the wrap.
Yeah, it was the body underneath.
Yeah, fixing the body. There's a lot of cut marks in it from the previous wrap that was on it. Lots of sanding out knife marks in the paint, and
You had to weld.
paint that lifted. There was a broken fender that I had to weld, or a body tech had to weld. Yeah, like a lot of this interior was pretty simple. Like the door panels, they come apart pretty easily. And which is nice. I knew that it wouldn't be that much of a challenge to upholster some of these parts, so that's what we did. Is we took it apart in the shop and glued the teddy bear pink fuzz on it. This was quite a bit of research just to find the right consistency of fuzz for it. Jorge actually procured this, I believe, out of Mexico. You know what? I can't wait to get that NSX. Yeah, I can't wait. When he got that car, he sent me a picture of the black NSX, and it's in pristine condition. It's in really nice shape. And I begged him, please let us wrap it poo yellow and brown. And and I think he caught a lot of flack over that too, because it's not really.
Nobody wants.
It's not real pretty. For that. but man, that car is it'll stick out. Like that black NSX is a nice original car, but that yellow and brown car is gonna really catch some attention.
Oh shit. Oh, look at those seats. Wow. And the wing. This is priceless, man. 6 months? 6 months?
Yeah,
But it-
6 months. 6 months.
Yeah, it was worth it every penny and every minute. Look this interior, man. Craig Lieberman will be surprised.
The old wiring.
Yeah.
He's covered. There's no stereo, but it's just clean.
Okay.
And all the lights work underneath.
Wow.
There's just that little switch by the shifter.
Oh, that's the one for the underglow?
Underglow, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all wired up properly.
Wow. It's really awesome, man. It's really nice. You did a great job.
Now all that's
Congrats.
left is to line them all up side by side like the two.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the idea now for this time.
Get a bridge.
Yeah.
Jump them.
Wow.
We're gonna jump it.
At least line them up on it, Joe. We're gonna just like pull them up.
And the R34.
Yeah.
You know they used a remote control car for
Yeah,
that,
I've
right?
seen that,
Yeah.
And that was back in 2000.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's get into the trailer then.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Thank you very much again, man. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, no worries.
Thanks a lot. His mom did my Momo seats for the Integra.
Oh, no
I got the original Momo seats, but hers are better. So, yeah, you'll see.
Like replicas?
Yes.
Of the Momo?
She did it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, she said this is the last set of seats she'll do.
Yeah, that's what I
Her
thought.
carpal tunnel is so bad.
Yeah.
She's just really struggling through the last.
That's good work.
What a project to go out on.
Yeah, this is.
See, I brought this shit from Mexico.
That's what they were telling
Yeah.
The white stuff's in the trunk.
Yeah, my wife was really mad because
Because she had to carry Teddy Bear
yeah, she had to carry it.
through Mexico.
The car is so Miami though, and like the
I know.
upholstery
Yeah,
is so.
yeah. I love it. I love it. Come on!
It's been sensitive. I've done it a couple times in reverse.
You want to start?
Oh! It's been running long enough.
Come on! Well, I'm gonna tell you the full story. It's a little bit boring, but I found this car on Kijiji, okay, on internet, on Quebec. So I sent a couple of my guys that they don't know a lot about cars to see it because it was really cheap. It has been abandoned for 10 years. They went there, they boosted, they couldn't get it started, so they just called me and they said, you know what, the engine is seized. Don't buy it. I didn't buy it. So then I contact Dom, and I told him, Dom Dubril from Montreal, right, from Quebec. And I said, you know what, this car has the body kit, it has a Veilside body kit, he's ready to build a replica. And he contacted one of his friends, and his friend bought it. And he built Johnny Tran's car. I went to California for a Fast and Furious memorial event, Fast and Furious Drive event. And when I was there, I received a phone call, right, from this guy. And he's like, you know what, I have some health issues, will you buy my car? And I'm like, well, you know what, I know how much you pay because I was buying the car. So we got into an agreement on the car, and we did the transaction, he shipped this the next day, and then he went directly to Proform Auto. And they were like, oh, another Johnny Tran, because he was grabbed as Johnny Tran. And I said, yeah, you need to get rid of the Johnny Tran stuff, and this is gonna be Suki's. Then my wife went to Mexico, and I asked him to look for the Fluor for the seats, and she brought a lot of Fluor. She brought a full bag of Fluor, so we did the seats and the interior just like the movie specs. So yeah, it's an interesting story, right? It was meant to be for me, that's it. And I love this pink car, I just love it. It's perfect. Delaney's mom did the seats. That's what the other seat wasn't done on time, but I told her to don't worry about it, we'll wait for it. But yeah, she did an amazing job doing the seats. She's great. She told Delaney that these are the last seats that she's gonna be doing for me, but that's good. I mean, I respect that, but she did an amazing job.